since my previous master copy from Sorolla, I had an idea to create a large painting with a woman, surrounded by nature and water. I spent a lot of time trying to find a good reference of a nude woman, but it wasn't a success. During my search, I set eyes on a painting by a Russian artist, painted in 1900, and fell immediately in love with the composition. So this will partially be a master copy while giving myself the freedom to make color changes in the background and make up some details during the process. While painting this forest scene, I played with the greenery, lights, shadows and textures by using loose brushstrokes and not going into too much detail. I wanted the woman to be the luminous center of attention against a dark background by adding dark green tones with hints of sienna and burnt umber shining through the underpainting. I struggled for hours and hours with her face, so I took a step back, made a few sketches and tried to understand where it went wrong. After studying the face, I knew I made a few crucial mistakes with the placement of the features. I told myself to take all the time I needed. No matter if it would take me weeks, I would eventually get the result I wanted to achieve. Giving myself some air together with practicing my sketches, I got her face right on my fourth try. I wanted to create a feeling of serenity when looking at her face, a soft expression, like she's dreaming, lying in a riverbed with the water just coming below her waist, but still feeling the warmth of the sun coming through the trees that expresses beautifully through her rosy cheeks. While the forest can be untamed and wild, the human body symbolizes vulnerability and innocence and can therefore make a strong connection between the human form and nature's beauty. These types of art, for me, can be an escape from the constraints of everyday life and can transport me to a dreamlike world. Today I wanted to take a break from painting, so I went to the bookstore with a friend of mine. I was specifically looking for books about mythology, the ancient Greek, and of course folklore. We spent a couple of hours there, just reading and drinking some coffee. I came across stories about water nymphs and I stumbled upon a book about fairies with beautiful illustrations. Reading about different types of fairies and nymphs made me think of the painting I was working on. painting skin can be a complex process. I started safely with thin layers of paint, placing different skin tones on her body and eventually building up the layers as I felt more confident. To create the illusion of light hitting the skin, I used warm tones like yellows and warm pinks. For shadows, I used cool colors such as blues and purples. Your choice of colors for skin tones can influence the overall mood and impact of the painting. Because I wanted soft curves and softness of the skin, I blended the colors together to create a smooth transition between the shadows, midtones and highlighted areas. While doing research on the original painter, I came across a note from his wife, and she said, "Sometimes a curiosity would occur. Peasants from neighboring villages would stroll in our woods in search of mushrooms and would come across a model posing for a picture. They would run away in fear and later would tell me that in our forests the nymphs are inhabiting, that they saw them with their own eyes. Well, how could I tell them that it was the model posing for my husband? Of course, I agreed there are nymphs in our woods.